neighbor knocked on my door 2 nights after he died. I knew he was dead because I'd watched the ambulance take his body away. When I looked through the peephole and saw his face, my breath just stopped working. His name was Alan Price, late 60s, lived alone. Every morning, he watered the same dead plant outside his door. We exchanged polite nods, but nothing more. When he died, the hallway smelled like chemicals and silence for days. The knock came at 11:47 at night. 3 slow taps, careful, familiar. I didn't open the door. I stood, frozen, with my hand on the wall, feeling the vibration travel right through the wood. Another knock, same rhythm. I leaned toward the peephole. Alan stood there, exactly as I remembered him. Brown coat, gray hair, a thin, polite smile, tenor, but his eyes looked deeper somehow, like rooms without any lights. The hallway light flickered behind him. The air smelled damp, like soil, right after a heavy rain. "You left your light on," his voice said through the door. It sounded like it was coming from very far away. My light was off. I backed away slowly. The knocking stopped. When I looked again, the hallway was empty. That night, I dreamed of my apartment, filling with dirt. The walls felt like they were breathing. Something beneath the floor was scratching upward, slow and patient. In the morning, there were muddy footprints outside my door. I told myself, grief does strange things, that death leaks into your routine. I went to work. I laughed when I was supposed to. I avoided the hallway cameras because I was terrified of what they might actually show. That evening, a paper bag sat in front of my door. It was damp and heavy. Inside was a potted plant. Dead. The exact same one Alan watered every single morning. A small note rested against the soil. It said, "Still growing." I threw it all away and scrubbed my hands until they burned. That night, the knocking returned. Louder this time, more urgent. Opened the door. The voice came from everywhere at once, from the walls, from the floor, from inside my own chest. I locked myself in the bedroom. The scratching began soon after, not on the door, inside the walls, moving closer. I called the building manager the next day. He confirmed it. Alan died alone. No family, no visitors. He had been dead for 2 days before anyone even noticed. That night, I heard footsteps in the hallway, slow, dragging. They stopped right outside my door. The handle turned. The door didn't open, but the air in the apartment changed. A wave of cold poured in. The smell returned, stronger than before. A voice whispered from the other side, "You never checked on me, okay?" And the lights went out. I felt something press against the door, not pushing, just leaning, listening. I don't know why, but I opened the door. Alan stood inches from my face. His skin looked stretched tight, with dark veins beneath it like roots. Dirt was packed under his fingernails. "You see me now?" he said. The hallway behind him was wrong. It was longer, darker. Doors were half open, revealing rooms filled with soil instead of furniture. I slammed the door shut. The whole apartment shook. The scratching turned frantic. I ran to the bathroom and locked myself inside. The mirror fogged up instantly. A shape formed behind my reflection. Lon stood there, smiling. "Dead don't like being forgotten," he said. The mirror cracked down the center. Something pushed through from the other side. Fingers, then a hand, wet and trembling. I screamed until my throat was raw. The bathroom door burst open. Alan filled the doorway. His mouth opened wider than it should have, and soil just poured out. "Come with me," he said. "It's quiet where I am." I shoved past him and ran down the stairs, out into the street. The cold night air burned my lungs. I looked up at my apartment window, and someone stood there, wearing my face. The police found nothing. No sign of Alan, no damage, no dirt. They suggested exhaustion, stress, trauma. I moved out that week. Months passed. New city, new building, new neighbor across the hall. Quiet, polite, older man who nods every morning. Last night, I heard an ambulance outside. This morning, there was a knock on my door. 3 slow taps. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe for more.